Let's just be. Let's just become. Um, it's I am surprised by how fast everything is. Um, the way that we, well, I myself always grew up with phones and tablets, so I should be the one to speak about this. But I mean, now fast forward 5, 6, 7 years now, we have freaking kids that are on their tablets, and they're literally born from the womb with a iPhone. Like, what the heck? Like, since when did that become a thing? Like, it's crazy how I see people, babies, sorry, babies in particular, like born and they just are put on a screen. That's just nasty work. For me, it's just like um a little rant, but just come on, like you go home from school and then you watch Amazing World of Gumball. Like that was the thing, man. That was it. Um, and I'm not saying they have it easy. Uh, just I just like maybe for the parents, it's just I wouldn't go that way. Um, but man, do we have it so fast? Fast in terms of how everything is for us. We have we can post things, we can about ourselves in a matter of seconds. We can text friends immediately. We can buy things online just as we go instead of just going to the mall. Uh, buy things, send things, text things. Everything is so fast. Everything is so fast. Um, and I feel like we don't have time to slow down. We have never have no time to slow down. And it's like, well, it's not my fault. But it was never your fault. I don't think it's anyone's fault for being put on the screen because I think that's the true nature of every single generation. That we try to find the best, fastest solution to ease to ease the way of life. Really. Um. So I don't hate you for that. That's just something we have to find out ourselves what to do with it. And by all means, for me, I feel like that's let us not become ourselves. You know, I feel like so much of us have consumed too much of this other world that everyone's in, you know, that if I say something bad to you on Twitter, I don't care. Everyone starts bawling their eyes like there's something else. If I like someone, like a girl, like okay, she's cool, like I'm not saying I particularly like her or anything, but let's say just send her like a like, dude, they freak out like, oh my god, this guy likes him. Like everyone's so sensitive. And I know that because I was one of those kids. Um, you know, I've seen so many groups of people um target other people in response to a very little text. It's like they know what they're. It's like they know what's going on before it even happens. Um, like, is that how fast you respond? Like, man, man, oh man. And I feel like that deprives us of us being present. You know, we're scared to be angry. We were scared to be sad. We're scared to be spoken. So, and I'm not saying that the internet hasn't helped us at all. Social media has brought many about mental awareness. I'm very sure of that. And there's definitely a lot of resources, which I'm glad. But it's becoming a point where I think that the only way to feel more physical to become is really being physical with yourself, really talking to yourself. or talking to people physically, letting them know that about yourself, not about what the social media was, but the perspective. Because man, I feel like so many of the people I've talked to, it's like I'm talking to them on the screen. I really am. I'm being honest, you know, and I don't blame them for that because I grew up the same way as well. And I was just, I'm not saying fortunate, but man, it was a struggle for me to really grow out of that shell. And 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 man, I do enjoy being online. Like I still do. Um, but I don't let that control or dictate the way I physically am in this like being physically here. I don't let the internet try to judge me, you know, or say whatever people think about me. But the fact that in my nature that I still think about that is how bad it is. The fact that I think twice ahead because of other people's opinions and other people's thoughts, I can't become myself. I really can't. I really can't become myself because we've sort of created this second nature to ourselves that like I become so afraid of what other people think. And you ask yourself like why, bro? Like so I'm not saying like okay, best solution, get off your phone. Like yeah, that's totally it. I just want you to become observant just for a minute. Just give me a like 30, 50, 60 minutes to a day. Like just give me like 60 minutes. Give yourself like 30, 40 minutes and just observe and just observe. Go to a park, go to a playground and just sit there and just try to be yourself without your phone just for a bit. Try to really relax. And whatever particular thing that hits you, it's like, oh man, I gotta check this. That's that's how bad it is. I'm not saying it's bad because of you, but that's how much of our lives is out there. We can't like specifically become ourselves because we're too much of becoming of the world, really. And it's scary, honestly. It's scary. And I'm saying that it's not your fault that where we are is is our fault. Every generation speaks for themselves. We all have something that we all struggle. And I too feel this pain. I too share this pain. That I feel like most of ourselves can't really be in our physical state. And most of us don't even go outside anymore, you know. I miss when maybe I'm old, but man, I truly feel like not enough neighbors go outside and just say hello. But then again, I really think that there's hope. There's hope in this. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm I've become so aware about where everything is and what everyone's doing. So I want you to really take yourselves and try to be like really try to be, because that's the only way of really being healthy with yourselves. And that'll be it, honestly.